Well, this goes back to something I always wonder about people in general.
Okay.
A guy like yourself and even a guy like me.
Mm-hmm.
And this goes back to something you were making comment on earlier about, the normal people, as you put it.
Okay.
Are just going about their lives, making a living, paying their bills, maintaining their homes.
Yeah.
Not causing any trouble. Mm-hmm. And whatever. And then there's people out there who are always in some kind of trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
You can't keep them out of trouble no matter what. They're always into something.
Right.
Do you think those people should just be killed?
Wouldn't be against it.
At what point, and I'm going to play Chris Aiken here,
mm-hmm.
At what point does somebody deserve just to be killed? How long do you put up with somebody before you go, you know what, you have outlasted any redemption or ability to make you a useful, productive person in society? It's time for you to go.
I think three majors.
Well, what's considered a major?
Okay, like remember our friend that had the girl that won the lottery that kept bailing him out of jail?
Yeah, hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce should be killed.
Yes, I agree.
Hot sauce is never going to change.
Not because he's black, just because he's
an asshole.
Because he's a burden on society. He's a drag on society.
Yeah, he is wired. The wiring in his head, the programming in his head say be an asshole. Like remember in RoboCop they could change the programming?
Sure.
Somebody programmed him to be an asshole.
Right.
And so he is. And he's never going to change. So the best thing that can happen is that he takes a vacation in Chicago and fucking tries to rob somebody on the south side.
Yeah, but basically hot sauce has got to go.
He's got to go.
Yeah.
He had more than 3 tries. He keeps fucking up. He's got to go. 3 tries of a major. I would say I would classify a major as stealing something of value over $1,000 to murder. Anything in between there.
So $1,000 is the lowest point of a major.
Yeah. That's the minimum major.
Okay.
Because $1,000, no matter who you are, you feel it at least a little bit, even if you make millions of dollars.
Sure.
If you lost $1,000 pennant or something, you'd be like, "Fuck, where'd that go?" So I say 1,000, maybe even 2,000. Should we go 2,000? Because what is the difference between misdemeanor and felony?
I think
2,500.
I can't remember what the amount is.
Whatever that amount is, that should be the bare bones minimum for a major strike.
Okay.
Okay. And from there to murder, you get 3 of those. But obviously, if you do murder, it should be a one-time deal.
Sure.
You do murder, they shouldn't even give you a trial. They should literally give you a bullet and give you the option of me shooting it or you shooting it.
Right.
And that's it. But that's what I think. 3 times. I'll point to my book. The guy Scott I wrote about in my book that stole all the money from me?
Mm-hmm.
That's a strike. And I could name 2 more. So technically, he should be taken off the planet.
Okay.
He should be killed. But that's where I think it lays.
So you're willing to give them 3 shots?
Yeah, I think. Well, the first one, here's my thought process behind this.
All right.
The first one could happen because you're around a bunch of bad people.
Okay.
The second one could happen because you haven't completely cleaned up from that yet. People that try to clean up but just struggle to clean up. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Tries to stop drinking or whatever, but just can't quite get there.
Yeah, but do you? Okay, well here this leads into another area.
Okay.
If you're approaching your 3rd strike where you're going to be killed, mm-hmm. Do you think that's enough motivation for a person who has a drug or alcohol dependency issue to finally straighten it up? And if they don't, they just need to be killed because they're never going to straighten up.
Yes. That's my thought.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very few, and not enough to jeopardize the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
Very few fuck up 15 times and then straighten up.
Right.
There's the occasional one. There's the guy that was a fuck up for 25 years and then got his life together. But ultimately, do we need those 25 years?
No.
Are those good years that he has worth those 25 bad that the world has to suffer? I say no. I say no. And to be honest, I think I would be one of those that would be killed. My early life would have got me killed. In my own plan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I fucking knocked teeth out of a cop's mouth.
Sure.
That's a strike. That's definitely a strike for me. I stole shit. That's another strike for me. You know, I had I got arrested 6 or 7 times. One of those got to be a strike, don't they? That's 3. I'm out. Put a bullet in my face. You know, that's how I feel about it.
Right.
You with me or?
Well, I'm with you. I'm fully about weeding out the weak.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
Mm-hmm. Just get rid of them.
It's just like, at what point are you ever going to change your life around or switch things around to where you're going to be useful to anybody?
Right. No, I dude, and if it can't be done, then get off the planet.
Right.
You got too many anyway.
Well, see, this leads into another area of, just in general discussion.
Mm-hmm.
People, let's see, what was it the people who are pro legalizing drugs.
Okay.
My biggest anti-drug stance boils down to I'm going to be libertarian in this viewpoint.
Okay.
I think that drugs should be legal.
Okay.
But once somebody becomes derelict because of their drug use or abuse,
mm-hmm.
What do you do with them now?
Yeah, you got to criminalize hard. You can't coddle. That's the one thing, you can't coddle.
But if you become debilitated or become invalid or become basically derelict because of your drug use,
mm-hmm.
I think those people should be killed because they serve no purpose. It's over. They're just basically a useless bag of flesh now.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what do you do with them?
Yeah, I mean, right now there's always somebody trying to fix them, and it never works.
No, it doesn't. I mean, but if they become debilitated due to their use,
mm-hmm.
there's no sense in even keeping them around anymore.
Yeah. Well, if we're going to do that, though, do we get rid of like straight up disabled people too?
Well, no, because disabled is one thing because it may not be of any fault of their own.
Okay.
But if you were a regular, normal person, a healthy person, but you chose to abuse yourself to the point of becoming derelict,
okay,
then you had your shot. You were born healthy and you had a healthy life. Now you got to go.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
You know, somebody who was born with some kind of disability,
mm-hmm.
they couldn't help that.
What about somebody that has a disability but is still playing an Ibanez bass instead of getting a job? What do we do with those kind of people?
I guess you would have to cut them off.
We'd kill them, right?
Well, I think what we would do is we wouldn't have a system to where they could, live off the system without seeking some kind of a vocation that fits their physical ability.
What do you think about forced vocation for anybody getting a check?
I think that needs to be done.
You know, there's so many things that could be done. You know, fixing potholes, cleaning, weeds, answering phones. You know, I think everybody should be able to do something.
That's
right?
my point. That fits within their ability.
Yeah. And you could always do, and I've always thought this, and I think of it a lot more as a business guy now. You could always do some kind of tax initiative, since they love giving fucking free money away for useless shit. How about having some sort of a tax initiative for businesses that take fucking people that are disabled, unemployed, whatever, on the system as interns? Take them in, make them work 20 hours a week, and then if you decide to hire them, then you get a $5,000 tax break or something.
Well, they already have something like that.
Yeah, but they don't do it. They don't enforce it.
Well, I think it's voluntary. Well,
Yeah.
Some of the Indians that I worked for, they were notorious for hiring ex-cons.
Yeah, but I'm not talking ex. I'm talking about people that are on welfare.
Well, no, but the thing is that that extends beyond that. That you hire people that are unhirable or have been unhirable, and they actually do get a tax break for that.
Well, they should, but what I'm saying is you give them an internship first, since they're drawing a check anyway.
Yeah, but the thing is that the state is paying them to work for you for free.
Right.
As a privately owned business.
For 90 days or whatever. And then at the end of, but that's so that you keep the person in the fucking mindset of going to get a job.
Right. Well, I agree, but people are going to look at that as commingling, as if the state is paying for your employees.
Yeah. Well, right now the state is paying to watch Dr. Phil.
I agree.
That's worse. Maybe the state could fucking, considering the tax breaks that the fucking state and the Fed give to the big companies, maybe the state could give a little something to the small businesses to engage this.
Sure.
And it would engage not only the small businesses, but it would engage the work community. You would build a whole lot more community work, and people wanting to work based on that.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't want to hear that.
Sure.
It's too hard to police. That's why.
And I don't know that it's even so hard to police, but if you recall when they were talking about, welfare to work, there were this big uproar that these people were being taken advantage of because of their indigent situation.
Yeah, well, then change your situation. Again, I'll point to myself. I just go out and do it. Nobody did it for me. Nobody fucking gave me anything. I didn't get any grants. Just went out and did it.
Mm-hmm.
Made fucking money. Worked hard.
Sure.
They're taking advantage of the indigent. How about this? If you're fucking sitting at home, if you can go a week without working and you take a check, then you're fucking taking advantage.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Sure.